Man, if you know anything about hip-hop, you'd know there's a new beef practically every day. People going back and forth, sometimes off of fan instigation, sometimes on some sneak diss shit, sometimes on some gang shit, whatever the case may be. Point is, there's always something cooking up between rappers left, right, and center. Now usually, I couldn't give less of a fuck about this kind of shit. I do not have the time, energy, nor will to even begin caring about two dudes going at it on IG Live or on Twitter, or I guess X. Fuck it, bro. It's Twitter, you understand? But yeah, let alone become invested in it and do any kind of research on it. But this one beef in particular is just so funny and polarizing to me, right? And it's been going on for some time too. Mostly on one side though, I'm not gonna lie. It's between two rappers who I really fuck with. It's the D Savage and Playboi Carti beef. Now I'm sure at some point, you've probably heard D Savage ranting about Carti online or in interviews and dissing him in songs. And yeah, from what I know, Carti hasn't really responded. I mean, it's not like he has to or he gives a fuck. This man is too up, so this shit is pretty one-sided. Despite them not liking each other, and on Savage's side, despising the other man, the two actually have more in common than you think. They're both SoundCloud goats, both are pioneers of the plug subgenre, both have legendary snippets, both like to hold on to music, delay projects for years, and just in general, not drop. Though I guess they're both starting to get it going more consistently. Actually, that's cap. One of them is just getting ready to drop after over 3 years. It's insane to think about how at one point in the prime SoundCloud era, Playboi Carti and D Savage were at the same level, and both made very similar styles of music too. But you look at their careers now, and you see that one of them is the most in-demand rapper out right now, and has a chokehold on the industry, and influences your favorite rapper, and the other is still stuck in his car. Nah, I'm playing. Like, I know people used to say that D Savage fell off and hella people switched up on him, and then people were clowning him and making jokes about him living in his car, saying his career got stuck in that car. Like, holy. But yeah, his attitude back then did not do him justice when it came to his reputation. But you know, now he pretty much solidified his spot in the game as a legend and made a permanent comeback. People are fucking with him again. No more car jokes, no more beef, besides with academics. But yeah, D Savage is doing really well for himself, becoming more consistent, always putting out bangers, always innovating with his sound. But anyway, right, you may or may not know the actual origin of the so-called beef. Now, what I got here may or may not be the thing that actually started it, but I mean, it's the only thing we have to work with here, right? And it's some dumb shit. Basically, there's this video of Carti ignoring D Savage. He doesn't dap him up on some weird Hollywood shit. Then he playfully violates him. That just sounded like an oxymoron. But yeah, it wasn't really anything that crazy. Now, I'm not about to start analyzing the philosophy behind fucking around with your homeboy and not dapping him up upon entry into the premises. I mean, I've also heard through the grapevine, yeah, that's my fucking source at this point, that Carti just straight up switched up on him after them being homies, doing shows together, even sleeping together. Pause. Which, judging from how this man did his other rap friends, who he was hanging with during his come up, this isn't too surprising, huh? But yeah, we pretty much don't have the full picture. But that's the conclusion I drew based on the previous fuck shittery that Carti committed. So whatever it is that Carti did to this man D Savage, it had him pissed off for years, starting probably around 2017, right? This man was talking crazy in interviews, saying he's gonna shit on Carti. He was dissing him and everybody around him on IG. Yeah, he was going off. And all this hate for Carti came at quite the price for him. He admitted he lost a lot of connections because of his beef with Carti, even losing friendships with people who were pretty close to him at one point. So, in the beginning of this whole thing, D Savage was just talking his shit here and there. But then he really started wilding when he was talking crazy about this man Carti's son Onyx. Like, I know he didn't dap you up that one time, but goddamn, the shit he said was so wild that even his girlfriend looked at him crazy. After this, D Savage just kept on sneak dissing Carti on stories, lives, and then in songs. And like I said, I don't think this man Carti has ever responded any type of way. I mean, D Savage has matured quite a lot lately though. He doesn't really have the sassy and cocky energy he had back in 2017 anymore, and he's really just locked in with the music, handling business, and he most definitely slowed down on this beef shit too. But I can't tell if it's because he matured or if it's because he's just giving up after over half a decade of trying. And he said himself he doesn't really care anymore and that he doesn't have problems with anybody, which is interesting because of just how much he fucks with Glock 40 Spaz, who also just so happens to not like Carti all that much. I always found this shit so funny. Like, these two fuck with each other so hard, and the basis of their friendship is probably them just hating Playboi Carti. But hey, that's just a little conspiracy theory I have. And don't go acting like this is the craziest theory you ever heard. D Savage is really that petty. And also, when Carti dropped his most recent shit as of this video, this man Savage posted this on his story. Like, you say he got no problems with anybody and then still act petty, like he's probably going to hold this grudge for the rest of his fucking life. I feel like one day D Savage is gonna have a kid and the first thing he'll do is hop on IG live and diss Carti's kid, saying how his kid's stats are better or some shit. Okay, so that's pretty much the quote-unquote beef, which isn't even really a beef if we're keeping it real. Now, I'm not exactly an expert on rap or street conflicts, but in order for it to be a beef, I think both, or however many parties are involved, should be quite active in the conflict. But in this case, yeah, this shit has to be the most one-sided beef of all time. Like, holy fuck. But yeah, moral of the story, if y'all hit a function and see one of your boys there, make sure to dap them up, or else you'll be the reason they start crashing out.
Security guard, Carti. I'll beat you and your big homie up, you bitch ass.
Spend a check on some diamonds. In the trap, little keep on my neck, keep shining. I'ma keep on grinding. Niggas hating on me, but I really don't mind. Chop the top off the coupe. If I catch me a op, I'ma shoot. Her pussy trash, loose. How does it feel to be you? How does it feel to be rich? How does it feel to